Good afternoon, Scotland. You'll recognise the band that's going to be leading the march. Now, the original idea was that we would start at the bottom of the hill, the one I showed you earlier on, but the band are up here and whoever's at the assembly point is down the hill. But I've checked and the band have told everyone that they're up here. A proud moment for you. I do a live stream to Scotland. This is live at the moment.
Oh, hello.
May I ask where you're from?
I'm Spanish.
Okay.
And I'm Polish.
And
Morocco.
Wow.
Yeah,
very international.
Did you just meet each other in Edinburgh?
No, we're friends.
Yeah.
Okay. And how are you enjoying Scotland?
We're loving it. It's
The weather's kind to you today.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if this is very representative.
Absolutely. There's 4 phases in Scottish weather, right? It starts off sunny, then you get the rain, then you get the wind, then it snows, and that's all on the same day.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
So this is going to come handy then, the hoodie.
Yeah. Nice talking to you. Enjoy yourself.
Likewise.
How long are you here?
Just a couple of days.
Okay, well enjoy.
Thank you.
What I've just shown you folks is the United Nations, and they are watching Scotland. Do not tell me we don't have friends. And that, without getting into details, is going to be part of stage 2 of the Declaration of Sovereign Scots. And we start finding the friends of Scotland around the world. I'll not say any more, but it's coming. I got this wrong the last time because I ended up live streaming my chin for the whole day. So, do you remember I asked you for a couple of booms?
Yeah, you wanted just a couple of booms? Just 2 booms, or would you like me?
Thank you.
Thank you.
I've not seen them, but I hope so.
We'll lead them when they come up here.
No problem, buddy. Thank you very much.
No, just go into it, Mr. Mark. Just with two switches.
Sorry.
333 euros.
Gentleman you see in front of you just now, J.R. Ewing. And J.R. will be playing a tribute tune to a young man called Warren Graham, who passed recently. And part of this march is in tribute to Warren. Give me 2 minutes. Can I introduce Sour Alba Pipes and Drums, who are here because in Scotland we seek to become independent again. The band lead all the marches that we do. Thank you for watching, thank you for clapping, and you will shortly see a group coming up the hill, and we're going to march down to the Scottish Parliament as part of the campaign for Scottish independence. Thank you. I'm doing fine. I thought we should tell them what was going on.
Are you filming just now?
You're live at the moment. You are all over Scotland and I hope over the world if we get away with it.
Hello to you because I knew your face from Glasgow.
I checked that the band had told everyone else that's down the bottom of the hill that they're actually up. You're up here.
I was sounding good. It's good to be back out.
Hi buddy. How are you? Say hello.
Toughen it up. Yeah.
And you. You tell the people where everyone's come from, because I know you come from all over.
There's quite a bunch of people from Hawick
Yep.
and the Scottish borders, Dallashiels, up in the Highlands, Central Belt,
Yep.
just all over Scotland really. Aberdeen, yeah.
Oh, did we forget Aberdeen?
Yeah, can't forget Aberdeen. Aberdeenshire. Long journey in the bus.
Where were we forgetting?
Oin,
Okay, and who am I speaking to?
Elaine.
Hello, Elaine.
Oin is between Inverurie and Huntly.
Okay. And I think we're up in Inverness at some stage this year in the rally.
So, and perhaps further north as well, I think.
I'm not sure. Are we doing Aberdeen again?
I haven't heard Aberdeen or Broad is the closest at the
Right.
moment. 2 weeks. No,
Enjoy your day.
thank you. You enjoy yours.
Okay, so start the drones, just pick up from me.
I'll be filming you if it doesn't.
Okay. Drone.
Just going to come through at some stage. At the moment, folks, I can see the police outriders at the top of the hill, the top of that street, Johnson Terrace. But I haven't found any marchers yet. The police outriders have got to the top, but I don't know where the marchers are yet.
Right.
I'm just thinking at some stage you need to move forward to be at the front.
Okay, if you see them coming round, it won't take us long to step forward. Thank you. Yeah.
When the march off, you want me to give the shout from the back? So everybody here. Taxis down there, but they're like, you want me to take it off or do it before taking them out? If you give me the road when you're ready and I'll shout if you like it. Touch the drums back there.
This is live to everyone in Scotland. May I ask where you are from?
Ireland.
Are you indeed?
Yes.
Okay.
France, Paris,
Paris? Okay. How long are you here for?
for 2 days. It's the first time.
We've given you good weather?
Lovely day.
Good.
Great.
What brought you over?
Just to see Edinburgh. I hadn't been here before, so
Have you not?
no.
Okay.
It's lovely.
You see, it's as bad as me not having been to Dublin before.
Yeah.
What you call a drone. I think, ladies and gentlemen, although it might be a bit boring compared to the band, I'm going to take a wander and see if I can find where the marches are. May I squeeze through? Excuse me, please. Thank you. Well, there's your outrider. Let me introduce Dennis, who I met earlier.
Hello there.
You're live on Independence Live.
Brilliant.
We've lost some marchers, I think.
I know, I didn't know coming yet, are they? Maybe we'll hear them.
I was going to go and have a look to him. And who am I speaking to?
Callum.
Hello, Callum. Where are you from?
I'm from Edinburgh.
Okay. Two Edinburgh people. And I know from Dennis, he was born and grew up.
That's right.
I'm going to say a stone's throw from here.
That's right. You can see that.
Dennis threw any stones when he left here.
I did. Snowballs.
It's a turn of phrase, my friend.
It is.
I'm not telling you what he did rolling down from the castle. Found them. I'll come back there. I'm going to tell the band to move forward. They're coming. You never guess I used to be a steward. For 2 years, every March. Let the band come. Hello, Indy.
Tories! 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 People in the streets supporting us. Massive flags.
Okay, let's follow them down. Can I squeeze you in just a wee bit? Thank you. We have an international audience, folks. Just what we need.
What do we want? Independence! No! Independence!
I wish I was good at maths. Think how long it's taken me to walk the length of the march. It's a good sized march, folks. May I squeeze past you, kind sir? Thank you. How are you? You made it. John. Hello. Hope you haven't given up because there's evidence now. I need to get away from the music box because we end up with copyright problems. So I'll drift back and catch up. At some point, folks, we're going round a corner. This is live to Scotland. May I ask what you think is happening here?
Independence of Scotland.
Correct. What do you think?
Go for it. I'm British, so I'm a bit offended right now.
Okay.
Okay.
No? If we had adults in the room, do you think Scotland and the rest of the UK could just be normal, independent countries?
Yeah.
I can't think of a reason why not, but we need some adults.
We need some adults.
Adult politicians. I'm not sure we have any. Thank you. Oh, round a corner. Excuse me folks, I'm going for a wander. We go round a corner down here. Now remember, I'm a Glaswegian, so Edinburgh frightens me with some of the hills. Glasgow does as well, to be honest, but the one thing I'm glad of is we're actually going down, not up the next street. Coburn Street kills me. Every time I come through in the train, I've now learned not to come this way, but I've just seen my fellow live streamer Ian, who, if Fanny is working out, has come through all the way from Glasgow. Let's find out where we're going. Independence Life! Give them a wave! Waverley Station to those that don't know Edinburgh. Don't worry about it.
He just told us he's here for an announcement to keep working. I brought a couple of stairs just in case.
And still they come. A sight for sore eyes. It's okay.
Please.
Sorry. Now I'm going to take a detour here, folks, and go up this hill to see whether I can catch them coming up the hill, which goes past a certain set of, let's say, less desirable offices. If you're watching me at the moment, suggest switch over to Ian Leckenby, who's live streaming as well, and I'll catch you up. I want to try and see if I can pick them up round the corner. I'll leave it running. You're just going to see roadworks, I think. Okay, move on again. See, if it was all highly professional folks, we'd have more than just the two of us out here. Remote cameras, loudspeakers, these big discs that are meant to shine the sun. Shine the sun? Shine the sun. Dear God, Mike. That's Edinburgh Hills for you folks. Huge amount of roadworks going on in Edinburgh just now. Roads closed. My own wee detour. There's a queue of traffic, folks. Fairly big queue of traffic. We're now on the Royal Mile. Says a Glaswegian, hoping he's right. I think I've made it in time. If the police are coming out, the marchers are coming up. Indy, ready?
Very, very narrow.
We said hello earlier.
Hang it together. Hang it together.
Very, very narrow. Please stay to our right. Eyes up, ladies.
That's about any finished here. That was a good 15 minutes.
I'm a customer, baby pants. People, narrows drastically here. Please stay to my right. That's this side. Eyes up. Please stay to my right.
Keep on bumping into you.
Well, downhill after this. Cliff Serbian, one daughter. Cliff brought this flag down with him this morning. You need help with that. It weighs an awful lot.
Independence! Can you talk to us?
You're being seen all over Scotland
Oh, thank you.
on Independence Live.
Okay.
Can I ask your name?
Molly Bailey.
Melly Bailey. Hello. Are you enjoying the march? Isn't it good it's not raining?
This is our first March.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
I hope it's not your last.
Oh,
okay.
No, it won't be. Thank you.
I saw it, just didn't tell you.
How are you getting on today, Mike?
Ian, glad you caught me. At some stage I left my rucksack in my car.
Aye. With your battery pack. Oh, your signature sign-up sheets, right?
Correct. And I decided walking up the hill would cripple me with it. So at some stage, my friend, I'll switch off and leave you to do your usual excellent work.
Aye, well, I've broke this. I've not broke it, it's just not working as well as this new one is. This is what you need. Rather than that, just this wee gimbal thing. Check out the live streaming 101 course, endorsed by Independence Live.
Ian and I are going to maybe do a programme together on his new setup. I'll be the absolute idiot. When I said to him, this is live streaming for dummies, I was referring to myself as dummies who may not improve, folks. But at the moment you haven't been subjected to an hour of my chin. Call that a plus.
Listen, it's not the easiest thing trying to work out the cameras, the power supplies, the commentary, everything that goes along with it. So hats off to everybody that takes the effort and takes the time to educate themselves a wee bit as to how to do it better, and so that we can cover as many of these Pro Indie events across the country, not the ones that are just happening in Glasgow and Edinburgh, but everywhere. So yeah, message Independence Live if you'd like to be part of the team, because as Mike can verify, the wages are excellent. It's a great job in the planet. I'm going to skate along with that, what you think, sir?
No, if you don't know this, folks, we'd love to get more people involved in live streaming. It doesn't have to be at a march or a rally. Maybe in the spring weather we now seem to be getting, you'll be holding a stall somewhere and people will come up to the stall. Live stream it. If they are absolutely yes, we want to hear from them. If they are maybe's aye, maybe's no, we want to hear why aye and why no. Can I introduce? You are now being watched all over Scotland. What's her name?
Peter Freya.
Nice to meet you, Peter.
Good day.
You quite happy with this?
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
Right, folks, at some stage I am going to stop live streaming for today. I have to go and get my rucksack, within which are loads of blank pieces of paper waiting for people to sign them. And I'm afraid I run out of hands at some point. I can't live stream and carry a rucksack and handle bits of paper at the same time. I really do hope, unlike Paisley, I've given you reasonable coverage. One last point I'm going to make is, I spoke to Kevin on Friday, I think, earlier in the week, and I said I think he should alter the message that appears after a live stream, the one that talks about stars and making money. It says it'll make it for me, the word is me, and it's just not true. Any star you donate, all of the money is there to support Independence Live, not any of the live streamers. We do this for the cause of Scotland. We do it as happy volunteers to do it. I'm hoping, if you've ever had doubts about who the money goes to, be assured it's Independence Live, without which I couldn't do this, because it's all tied in with the mechanics and software that Kevin handles. Leave you with one last picture. Wonder what we'll call it. Retain it as the Royal Mile? Don't know. Right, I'm going to leave you. You can talk amongst yourselves. God bless. Salve.
Good so far. I'll let you know, actually I've just came from Glasgow to landed here. Missed the start. Good afternoon, Independence Live. This is Ian at the Yes2 event in Edinburgh.
Name was Johnston!
Smiler flag here. How you doing? You keep that copyright away from me. Aye, so good turnout here in Edinburgh. Good, good. right, but at the end. No, we're going to be wobbly stone. Oh, no, I broke the camera. There we go, we're back. Apologies.
Well, he don't know what he's doing, where he's gonna
How are you keeping? Sorry, buddy.
What do we want? Independence! Where do we want it? Fight that gun! By the right! Wait! March!
Very good, probably about 2.5. Listen, about 5 times more than I was in Glasgow anyway. Hiya John, how you doing?
This is good for the back here. Who's run upstairs?
Where's me, Sam? Gary, we'll take that for a wee half a second just so I can take my flag up. really is a mixture of ages that come out to these events.
Tore! Tore!
Listen, if I had seen this more here than there was in Glasgow. Marginally more, but it really is, aye. Aye.
Thank you.
Oh, they're all the way down there, right? Because that's taken right here, and that's the Parliament building, the new building. I better scoot on for that, eh? Aye, aye. Stream's still going. Phone's not cracked. Alright, how you doing?
Thank you.
Apologies about that. Last gyro gave up, so I had to swap devices.
done, Jay. Hello, everybody. Bye, no bother. Well worth it. Independent. Party.
Always.
Is this the government offices? Yeah, this one here. Where's the Union Jack? Oh, it's up there.
Down the bottom. Down the bottom at the windows. Right down the bottom of that hill. Disgusting. Yeah. Anyway,
they've got a Scottish flag as well, though.
Oh yeah.
See you then, Paul.
Cheers. Yeah.
You do me a wee half favour. You just hold that for a wee second.
Sure.
Perfect, just so I can
get your iron brew.
Aye, get a wee drift going.
Of course, it's very bad for your iron brew. You know that, don't you? It's full of sugar.
The problem I've had was I came from Glasgow,
right.
over there, the train I couldn't get a seat on, and back to another March here, so technically I need to sugar the day.
Absolutely. Of course, it's heavy, this one, isn't it? Does it control, you can control from here?
Exactly.
Ah, yeah.
So it means that when you're doing that wee walk stream,
yeah.
it's on Independence Live now.
Ah, yeah.
But it just means that everything's nice and stable.
And on Independence Live, I watch it regularly.
Well, you know, the bit at the very end, when we were walking away there, you were the cameraman. So, thank you for your help. How are you getting on today, Mike?
Ian, glad you caught me. At some stage I left my rucksack in my car.
Aye. With your battery pack. Oh, your signature sign-up sheets, right.
Correct. And I decided walking up the hill would cripple me with it. So at some stage, my friend, I'll switch off and leave you to do your usual excellent work.
Aye, well, I've broke this. Well, I've not broke it, it's just not working as well as this new one is. This is what you need. Rather than that, just this wee gimbal thing. Check out the live streaming 101 course, endorsed by Independence Live.
Ian and I are going to maybe do a programme together on his new setup.
Oh, listen,
I'll be the absolute idiot. When I said to him, this is live streaming for dummies, I was referring to myself as dummies who may not improve, folks. But at the moment you haven't been subjected to an hour of my chin. Call that
Listen, it's not the easiest thing trying to work out the cameras, the power supplies, the commentary, everything that goes along with it. So hats off to everybody that takes the effort and takes the time to educate themselves a wee bit as to how to do it better, and so that we can cover as many of these Pro Indie events across the country, not the ones that are just happening in Glasgow and Edinburgh, but everywhere. So yeah, message Independence Live if you'd like to be part of the team, because as Mike can verify, the wages are excellent. Best paid job on the planet. Right, I'm going to skate along. I'll catch up with you soon, sir. See you, brother. Yeah, this is a much better gyro. Not sure what the crack is with speakers or rally. Doesn't seem to be anything in place really. I'm aware that the Yes bikers are due to do a drive-by, so we'll see them as they come along.
Oh no, good, thank you, thank you.
I said it's that walking backwards when you're streaming, eh? It's never easy.
Good exercise for the calves.
Aye.
Right. Have you had a bilateral replacement?
Just to show Independence Live, this is effectively the kind of equipment that you now need to do a really successful stream. How much better does it make it having that wee gyro in your hand?
It's a little bit. Ask Pedro, he's running about in the other one.
Oh, is he here today, like?
Oh, and Kevin's still got my version 1.
Oh. Well, there's my version 1, and here's version 2. It's crazy, they don't last, you get a bit of water in them. It's
What about your mic? Have you got your mic?
the mic was that one, but it was on that gyro, so it doesn't plug in there because that cable doesn't fit in, so just the phone mic at the moment. Aye.
Right.
I need to get a Bluetooth connected one. See, so into live what we're talking about, that's my setup with my normal gyro, my battery pack, my mic and all the cables. Whereas, oh, that's a gyro and a half as well, look at this. It's like boys with their toys. Aye.
What?
See, is that the S21 or the S20 you've got? Right, so you'll be the same no phone jack?
Aye, well, that was the thing, because I thought I would get away with using that one.
Aye.
But, no, it's 2-prong.
Well, that's where that comes in, and that's quite handy, and then you've still got your power source if you go to the other bits. So aye, it's...
Right, Ian, we quit.
I used to have that on my other selfie stick for the COVID time so that I could social distance and speak to people at 2 metres, but...
You can clip that over your phone.
Aye, COP26 killed that mic.
I thought it was that connection. That's your
Aye.
USB.
Yeah.
And that's your 3.
The problem is the USB port sits in here in this gyro, so there's no way to physically plug it in with. And I've switched onto this halfway through the stream today because that one started playing up, and rather than
It's a bit free.
Aye, well you've got this face.
So,
But today I've been in Glasgow filming, now I'm in Edinburgh filming, and tomorrow I'm up Glencoe filming. So I'm hoping this will do the trick up Glencoe as well, like. Hopefully I don't fall in my arse and break it, which I shouldn't do. It's been about 5 years since I've been on a mountain though, so I don't know. Aye, bloody COVID and everything else. I'm trying to work out what these people are over here. And ideally I'm only keeping this going until the...
they're only going to, what do you call it? Mess about in the park because it's a nice day kind of thing.
Right. But there's some international flags there as well, yeah. The yes bikers are supposed to be there to drive by, but
I know.
not seen them as of yet.
How's that bugger Kevin doing?
He's doing alright, he'll be watching this now, listening in.
Aye, I know.
He's doing well obviously with all the indie live. This is up to about 10 live shows going out now and just ramping up production. All we need is a campaign. If you can help out in here, that'd be handy. Thank you very much. We can stop doing all this free work.
Government.
Aye, that one. I need to be careful. I say I'm standing in the council elections here, so I need to be apolitical while I do Independence Live.
Well, I'm not, and I'll say it. Fucking beachy government. Sorry for Kevin, these days sat in his arse in the studio. It's one of the days when he came out from that bloody gazebo.
I think that's probably your bloody gazebo that's under my dining room table in my house.
Oh really?
There's an indie live gazebo in there. Fortunately we didn't need it today. But as I said, it's equipment, it all costs money, and it all ends up going somewhere, and it's trying to keep a track of who's got what when. Well, the last
days to be outside all the time. I can't remember where we were. I think it was Finland. And he was floating and all the stalls are on school. They've all got gazebos and that.
Yeah.
And he said that's what could really do with. went home that night. Right. There we go.
Yeah.
Logged it through to him at Cold over here or something in Glasgow a couple of weeks later, I think it was.
Now, so I think the last time it was out was outside this Parliament back in the 30th. Because it makes it handy if you're doing a on-street production. He does occasionally leave his wee office, Kevin, by the way.
Aye, that's just to go home. Or to get fed.
I got a wee PA up here, so I'm going to go a bit closer so I can get any speakers in.
What's Mike about?
He ran away to get his declaration seats. He left them in his car with his bag, so he'll be back down. How you doing?
No good.
What's wrong? That's open mic, remember? Eh? That's open mic, so stay quiet. I don't. We don't.
I had to get an alteration.
As long as you're feeling a bit better.
But I couldn't do the march. I came down the other way.
Well, listen, you've made it here today, eh?
I got up to the castle, but that's it, my leg locked, so I've got to drink 3 pints of water a day for the next 3 days. So I've got a 2 litre bottle in my bag.
Keep it marked, keep drinking. Wayne?
How you doing, sir?
Very good, very good. Lovely day for this, eh? Cracking. Well, that's because all the singing you do in these marches, you know, and it's for only March. We've got everything to go again. You'll get there.
This man keeps saying I have to turn my music off. His Facebook.
You know, I love your music. What I hate is it's the social media thing, it's the copyright infringement.
Everybody, can you gather around a wee bit closer? To be brought in through from North East Edinburgh, this is yours.
Sneaky for a wee 6'6" guy, eh? Very sneaky for a 6'6" guy. You gonna come down the car? When? For the bro? Oh, that's second. Ah, it's that Saturday, so you're doing the Friday, Saturday, Sunday over there. Might not make that one then. It's the other side of the country, Rossing, isn't it? 100%. Very jumped on get that into live stream on this speakers. Back to work.
Seeking refuge here, and I'm really looking forward to meeting them myself, and I'm just so full of admiration to everyone who has helped to support them so far. And I also wanted to say just how moving that contribution was for the Kelly Piper who died so sadly young Graham, Warren Graham. It was really beautiful, actually. But I also want to say just how wonderful it is to see all of you and to be among friends and comrades and not staring at grumpy Tories who are getting very upset at what we're saying to them down in Westminster. It's a real lovely change from being down amongst all this grubby political double dealing in Westminster. Now, apparently, Douglas Ross is saying today at the sparsely attended Scottish Tory conference that Scotland is far more bitter and inward-looking since he was a lad. Well, if that were true, and we know it's not, who could call our beautiful, inclusive independence movement anything less than internationalist in its outlook? But if we were bitter, who could really be to blame for that? Might we be bitter over being forced to accept a governing party who haven't won an election in Scotland since the 1950s? A Prime Minister who lies as easily as breathing? A Home Secretary who, instead of offering refuge to Afghans and to Ukrainians and so many others fleeing war-torn countries, puts a wedge in the door to make it harder for them to seek sanctuary? An embarrassment of a Foreign Secretary who apparently thinks that photo opportunities will persuade rather than diplomatic skills, and one of the most sleeker of all, a sleeker advocate for the so-called Levelling Up Fund, who was at the heart of one of the biggest, dirtiest scams ever pulled on the voting public of these islands, Brexit. Downing Street parties, austerity, the ballooning in numbers of food banks, plus a plethora of cronies and hangers-on who all have made fortunes on the back of a global pandemic and the suffering of our citizens. We know we can do so much better than this. We will do so much better than this with all the talent, smeddum and gallus energy that the people of Scotland have in bucket loads, when we finally once again have the normal powers of an independent nation. Now, Scotland, as Steinbeck once reminded us, is a cause as yet unwon. And yes, it's calling all of us again. We all of us spent ourselves in toil in the first referendum and we came up short. Now we must do it again. UK politics is in chaos, wrecked by greed and ambition, and those with their grubby mitts on the levers of power in London clearly have no idea what they're doing. The only things they're certain of is wanting to benefit as much as they can from their time in power, and of course wanting nothing to do with the EU, despite the heavy burden it's placed on our businesses and our economy. Now, even Brexit isn't enough for them. A complete break is what they want, never looking back and never again really extending the hand of friendship to our friends in the EU. But of course they won't be the ones who suffer the effects of this bad Brexit and their incompetent handling of the economy. They'll have their cash and other assets protected and shielded from the disaster they're creating. It will be the poor and the vulnerable who suffer, and workers whose jobs depend on businesses staying solvent and on regulations that protect them, and pensioners who lose out. It will be youngsters who can no longer work and live and love and study abroad in the EU, our environment that loses out as our protections are stripped. Scotland doesn't have to accept this though. Scotland can choose to be different, can choose a different path. We can choose to be a welcoming, successful nation. We can choose to be a nuclear-free country. We can choose to join the EU again, to take back control, if you like. But first we have to be Scotland, and that falls to us. We have to be Scotland's champions once more. On doorsteps, on pavements, in conversation with friends and relatives, and in print, we have to persuade Scotland to seek that better future. We have to persuade the people of Scotland to come on that journey with us. We need them to believe in Scotland and to believe in independence and to believe in us. We need them to trust in themselves and to trust in us. We need them to vote for independence, to be ready to mark that cross beside yes when the day comes next year. And we saw last time that we never have as long as we need to get around everywhere, to get to everyone, to get to every door, that we will have to drive on and drive hard. We must start now, get ahead of the game, So independence is a normal thing for people to talk about, to think about, and really importantly, to dream about. We need folk to understand that independence is the way we build a better Scotland, and that is how we're going to get to independence. The votes for yes, for independence have to be earned, and yes, that takes time. Just in closing, I'm reminded of times like this, in times like this, of the determination of those who took part in the vigil up on Colton Hill. My partner and my father-in-law amongst them, whose fight for a Scottish Parliament seemed nothing more than a dream. But they persevered day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, along with so many others throughout Scotland, and here we are.
Still waiting for the referendum again. When's it going to come?
Next year. The time is now, and our cause must prevail. So let's get up, get out, and get on with that persuasion. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Mike Ferry is also here today, and all he's collecting signatures for the same song in Scott. Mike, where are you? Anyone that's want to sign, please come and see Mike. Swearing. Sean Clerk in action for Scotland. 1.2 million Scottish citizens, according to the Citizens Advice Bureau, they are in debt, in serious debt. There's a total of £300 million in rent arrears being paid over by tenants now. People are in very serious financial trouble, and some of you here today will have that problem. And that is the truth of the matter. And how are we going to get round it? We've had 10 years of Tory austerity, and now we're in the year 2022. Now we are told we'll get a referendum next year by applying to the Tories. They will say no, and the Supreme Court will say no if it's tested in court. What we need is all our SNP MPs. What we need is all our MSPs. What we need is all our councillors to come together in a constituent assembly to declare a unilateral declaration of independence for Scotland, and then have a confirmatory referendum. That's what we need to do. We need to do it now. And in the meantime, when it comes to April, we're going to see millions of our people in mass poverty. We're going to see people starving, going to food banks, bed banks, going to various things, people in the cold, our children not having clothes to wear, and that's the truth. And we must stop it with Scottish independence, with a Scottish Socialist Republic. That's what we need now. Thank you. Sean, could you come a wee bit louder, please? Yes, to Gary. Give the mic to. Who's the next speaker?
Good afternoon. Yes, supporters, independent supporters. My name is Hugh Kerr, former member of the European Parliament, expelled by Tony Blair for being a socialist. As you know, Tony wasn't very keen on socialists since he was a Tory. However, you should thank Tony because he set off the Scottish Parliament, very reluctantly I have to say. He said, it's just like a wee parish council. Well, it's no, but it's not got powers big enough for what we want. We want the powers to command the resources of Scotland. You remember that terrible oil that we didn't want? Well, it seems to be worth $100 a barrel now. I know we shouldn't talk about it with the Greens, but it seems to me that we have got some resources there. We've got wind power, we've got wave power. Scotland is the resources capital of Europe. But I met some Texans once, many years ago, who said to me, how come you Scots give us your oil so cheaply? I said, because we're very, very stupid and we allow ourselves to be ruled by the English who handle the energy market. Well, we want to control our energy market, we want to control our health service, we want to control our social security, we want to control Scotland. And that's why we need independence now. Not next year, not the year afterwards, not sometime in the future, but we want a date now and we want to campaign for it now. And if we win the election and the election supports independence, then that's enough for me. There are 180 independent countries in the United Nations who got independent without a referendum. They declared themselves independent, and that's what we should do. We shouldn't be waiting sometime next week, next month, next year for Nicola to make up her mind. We should demand independence now. And that's what the ALBA Party stands for, which I'm a member of. So I think we should all get together and be united around the Yes movement, and the message should be, we want independence now.
Good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear me?
Hello! Can you hear me?
I've just been given a present from Leslie Sinclair of Yes2.
My whiskey.
I got in touch with him and I said, look, I want to try and make a piece of paper physically visible. What that says on it. And I hope in due course you may come up and sign a piece of paper in your own name. It's called the Declaration of an Individual Sovereign Scot. And it says, exercising my claim of right, and that's from 1869, and expect to hear a lot more about the claim of right. Exercising my claim of right as a sovereign Scot, I declare, I do not consent to the terms of, nor the continuation of, the Treaty of Union established through the Acts of Union in 1707. It's a simple document. I've got them up there. They're already being completed in their hundreds. Every single one of them is then being lodged with the United Nations in New York. That's already happening. That's a beginning. It's not the end. You won't get to the end of independence without a beginning. And that beginning is down to each and every one of you. The second, this is the first stage of what I'm doing. Let me read you something from a document in the United Nations. And if you ever go onto the United Nations site, you'll find this statement all over it. All peoples have the right to self-determination. By virtue of that right, they freely determine their political status, freely pursue their economic, social and cultural development. So here's my question, folks. If it says all people, does that include or exclude everyone here and every one of us in Scotland? If the United Nations and all 193 members of it are not hypocrites, it says all peoples. No qualification, no permission needed. That's what the declaration is about now. It's at stage one of it. Stage two will take it further. I invite you, once I finish speaking, and I'll finish very shortly, to come up and sign your own individual declaration. I want to do something else. That's all to do with head. We also have to deal with heart. I'm going to read you some names. The first one you already know, Warren Graham. I met Warren when I was live streaming at a march in Glasgow. I was at the end of Sauchiehall Street, and we were turning to go up to Blythewood Square, and I heard a single piper. That was Warren. If you go onto Independence Live, you'll see Warren piping and me having a chat with him. Right in front of me just now, I can also picture another person. He's no longer with us, Ian Russell. There's a lot of people who are not going to see independence. Malcolm Brown, who used to be on the bridges, John Colbert, Sandra Colesman's late husband. One of the things I'm going to do is ask people who have friends or relatives that have passed to sign the declaration in memoriam. Because eventually, although the original documents are going to New York, I'm scanning and keeping a copy of every single one. In due course, they will be compiled into one solid document. Not the Declaration of Arbroath, the Declaration of Sovereign Scots in our time now. Bill Glenn, another person that I knew. T.C. Charlton. Do you remember back in 2014, folks, I'll finish in this, the Daily Record came out with a vow. False promises, we all know that. The Declaration of a Sovereign Scot is our vow. We have a responsibility to the people who have passed on. We have to see independence through for them. We have to be the burden bearers for them. I hope you'll come over and sign the document, those of you who haven't already. Sir Albert.
Sir Albert.
Good afternoon, folks. James Scott of the Scottish Resistance. Now, while we're standing here, our water is going over the border. Our electricity is going over the border. And yet, the power companies are going to put the prices of electricity through the roof. So it was going to mean that a lot of our people are going to end up in poverty. It's absolutely shocking, folks.
Gosh!
Now, look at this. We're world leaders in whiskey, and we don't even get any benefit from it. It costs you more to get a bottle of whiskey. It's cheaper to get a bottle of whiskey overseas than it is here in Scotland where it's made.
It's disgraceful. Fucking disgusting, mate.
It is, it really is. Now, regarding the oil, we'll give them billions in Westminster from the oil revenue. Now think about this. In the state of Alaska, in the United States, where they have oil, every citizen in Alaska is handed $2,000 in their hand every year from the oil revenue. We get nothing. Now, we should be getting at least £5,000 each annually from the oil, every citizen in Scotland. And let me tell you, that's just chicken feed. We are Europe's largest producer of oil. All the wealth is going to Westminster, all of it. Now think about this as well. This British Empire's been going for over 200 years. They have robbed and pillaged hundreds of countries. They have stolen multi-trillions. So why is it that we, and even the people in England, why have we got the lowest pension in the modern world? I'll tell you why. All that wealth is going to the multi-rich Tories and to the monarchy. You get nothing! It's time to realise what's going on, folks, and stand up for Scotland. Only one more thing to say. This is a Scottish resistance! We will never give up the fight for Scotland's freedom! Never!
Oh, behind you.
Afternoon, folks. One or two of you might know me, others might not. I was asked to speak here today, so I came to Edinburgh. I want to talk about the one thing that will get us through our life. Unity. We need to stick together when it comes to the point of Scottish independence. We have to put partisan politics to one side. We can argue about how to decorate the house after we get the keys. You might want a socialist Scottish Republic. Somebody here might want the economy to be based on the model that we already have. But the one thing we do need to have is a clear vision and unity on the fact that we want the keys. After we've got the keys, we can argue about oil, we can sort out poverty, we can sort out the energy crisis, we can do whatever we bloody well like, but we must, and I repeat, we must get the keys first. So, when it comes to the question of Scottish independence, partisan politics in your pockets, and get out there and win hearts and minds. Have a lovely afternoon.
Hello. I love a microphone with a big echo. Can you hear? Yeah, you hear me. Well, listen, I wasn't going to talk today, but I'm absolutely flummoxed by the numbers that turned out, and all you beautiful anti-marchers. So let me just tell you this, the way I've been thinking this week. We are a tree. We're a tree with deep roots that go back 1,000 years and beyond. As we're growing up, this tree is heading for the sky. We have many branches on this tree. We have different pro-India parties that are on all the branches. We have many international supporters that are on the branches. We have the young that are coming up through our roots and onto those branches, and they are making our independence tree stronger. So what I'd like to say to you is, everybody, not just here in Scotland, but our international supporters around this world, independence is coming, and you people are the branches that are stretching to the sky. Thank you.
Big hands for Scotland, Klansmen!
Good afternoon, comrades. My name is Alexandria Adamson, and I am proud to be here as a proud Scottish autistic and disabled trans woman. The Tories because of Tory cuts, and all I can say is, from experience, even in England, the national strategy for autism awareness and acceptance is sadly non-existent, and the National Autism Society, both in England and here in Scotland, has let us down drastically, and many of my comrades have lost their lives because of the lack of acceptance. I lived in England for 10 years under Tory austerity, and I came back to Scotland to see if any progress had been made. Yes, in society, our society have really upped the game on equality for autism, for disability, and for trans and non-binary inclusion. And I'm proud that we have a First Minister who is a fantastic ally for our community and is fighting to reform our Gender Recognition Act, where the Tories choose to exclude us. This is why we need an independence referendum. So if you're with me, would you join me in saying that we need Tories, Tories, Tories! Tories, Tories, Tories! 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 Tories, Tories, Tories! Thank you.
Well done, Jim. Well done. Well done, Alexander. That's lovely. If anybody else wants a mic for one last time, can we show? Anybody want to talk? Right, one last chance. Anybody want the mic? Anybody want to speak? You want to shout and rant, call people names? Have a go on the Tories, do anyone? It's a free country. Have you got a switcher there, Ian?
Join yourself.
Oh, no.
Well, you've got your one there.
Hurry up, Gary, the back is running out.
I'd like to thank everybody for coming today. This is what it's all about. Keep that alive, show that we're still here to fight for Scottish independence. The new we've seen the numbers that we seen in 2014, people were disheartened. Right now people are disheartened. Between COVID and no announcement of a day possibly as well. But the momentum, we're starting to get there, we're starting to see the numbers on the streets. We're back. The next one we're doing is St Andrews, it's supposed to be, but the council, they want TTROs and want to put financial barriers on the right to demonstrate. So we want to change that to Kirkcaldy. So we'll be back to Kirkcaldy in May, doing a static demonstration where the Yes Bikers will turn up. We've done the same last year, and they were back on to Glasgow. Now we're going to hand over a flag in honour of the Kelly Piper. Upside down. These things never go to park on that, eh? Upside down and back to front.
Well done.
Sleep tight, young man. Thanks everybody. We need to here because we had permission to 2:30, but pushing on to nearly 3 o'clock, so disperse as you will.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, everybody. Well done, thanks for coming.
And we'll leave the Independence live stream there. Thanks everyone for tuning in on today's coverage from the central belt of Scotland. So from a very sunny Glasgow and very sunny Edinburgh, we'll say cheery bye for now, and keep an eye on Independence Live. Lots of shows on between now and the next physical event, which should be our Broth on the 2nd. Cheery bye!